Welcome to the Nusjuro Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. In today's video, we're diving into the exhilarating events of Chapter 1110, where the Egghead Island arc reaches its pinnacle with the shocking appearance of the Five Elders, revealing their awe-inspiring yokai transformations. Let's break down the epic battles and incredible powers that left fans on the edge of their seats. All One Piece fans are very interested in Chapter 1110 right now, mostly because the Egghead Island arc is now at its most intense point. Now that the Five Elders have arrived on the island, this story arc is ready for an amazing ending with epic fights and a race against time for the Straw Hat Pirates to get away. In many ways, One Piece Chapter 1110 lived up to expectations. However, the yokai-based changes that Gorosei made were what fans were most excited about. After reading last week's part, every fan of the story knew that this was going to happen, but it still surprised them when it did. The Gorosei assemble on Egghead. Chapter 1110 of One Piece finally showed the Gorosei getting to Egghead Island. Although Saint Saturn called the Five Elders to this island, he wasn't able to stop Vegapunk's word from spreading on his own. In the next few chapters, Vegapunk is going to reveal a big truth about the world, and to prevent that catastrophe from happening, the Five Elders have decided to move. Using a summoning circle, Saturn summoned the remaining Five Elders to Egghead, and now all of them have assembled at once. Right from the get-go, it became extremely clear to the fans that the Gorosei are incredibly overpowered. This was clear based on Luffy's reaction to them. Later, both Zoro and Lucci had trouble understanding that a very strong Houki was present all over the island. This is a clear sign that the Gorosei are extremely powerful and ready to fight. Chapter 1110 of One Piece showed how each of the Five Elders really changed into a yokai, which was truly amazing for fans to see. It's strange that none of them had a devil fruit on them. Oda just revealed that their changes were actually yokai forms. Again, this makes the case stronger that the Gorosei may not actually have devil fruits but are instead demons born in hell. Gorosei number 1. Saint Shepherd Jupiter, the Sand Wyrm. Saint Shepherd Jupiter is the one who wears the number 1 on the calling circle. In One Piece Chapter 1110, he definitely showed off his yokai-based change that fans had been waiting for. It is possible for Saint Shepherd Jupiter to turn into a sandworm. People often mistake the Sand Wyrm for a dragon, despite its lack of wings, hands, or legs. Its name, Sand Wyrm, comes from the fact that it lives in sand. The sandworm is particularly strong. People who get in its way can be eaten. In One Piece Chapter 1110, it demonstrated this power by swallowing Luffy whole. To get Luffy out of it, Dory and Broggy had to cut it apart. Fans can rest easy knowing that Dory and Broggy's strikes on Saint Shepherd Jupiter didn't hurt him, especially since he can heal himself so quickly. On the other hand, fans should remember that Saint Shepherd Jupiter has a mixed form that he hasn't shown off yet. Gorosei number 2, Saint Ethanbaron v Nusjuro, the Bakotsu. It's possible that Saint Ethanbaron v Nusjuro is the most interesting of the Gorosei who showed their skills in One Piece Chapter 1110. Saint V Nusjuro's power is represented by the Bakotsu. The Bakotsu is a skeleton horse yokai. In addition to being very strong and fast, this yokai has the most important ability. It can call up the chill of the underworld, which is a skill that looks a lot like Brook's. In One Piece Chapter 1110, Nusjuro engaged in combat, swiftly defeating over 25 Mark III pacifistas. He is very fast, and the way he uses his incredible sword is truly amazing. Most likely, Nusjuro has the best ability to heal all of the Five Elders, and he also has perfect control over his sword. Gorosei number 3, Saint Topman Warcury, the Houki. On the calling circle, Saint Topman Warcury has the number 3. Fans haven't seen much of him so far. It was shown in One Piece Chapter 1110 that he has the power of the Houki, a pig yokai. Chinese folklore gives his yokai the ability to frighten those who stand in its way. Oda hasn't talked about the Houki's powers yet in the story, but fans will get to see what it can really do in the next few chapters. As for fans, they can rest easy knowing that Houki will probably also have Saturn's strange ability to heal himself. On the other hand, it's likely to have an overpowering power, like Saturn's. Gorosei number 4, Saint Marcus Mars, the Itsumade. On the calling circle, Saint Marcus Mars has the number 4, and he can also change into a yokai, which is really cool. One could even say that his yokai change is the second most interesting of the 5 elders. He demonstrated the power of the Itsumade, a bird-like yokai. Itsumade is said to look like a cross between a person and a bird. Its body is like a dragon, and its wings are like birds. This thing has teeth that are as sharp as knives and a beak that looks like it is curved. In terms of strength and toughness, there is nothing like the Itsumade yokai. People saw it fly in the blink of an eye from the calling circle to the Leba phase in One Piece chapter 1110. It attacked the frontier dome very quickly, which was really amazing. It's likely that St. Marcus Mars will try to break through the barrier, fight the Straw Hat Pirates, and destroy the place where Vegapunk's message is being sent. He will be able to do that because he is bird-like. Like every other elder, St. Marcus Mars will probably have a skill that only he can use. This could mean that he was able to spread a disease. Itsumade is linked to outbreaks because it is said to only show up during these times and when there are a lot of dead bodies around. Gorosei number 5, Saint Jaygarcia Saturn, the Gyuki. The Gorosei's final yokai-based form is the Gyuki, also known as the Ushioni. The Ushioni is a monster that looks like a cross between an ox and a spider. Many of them have already been seen by fans. The Ushioni can hurt its enemies with an unseen blow or hold them down with an invisible force to make them paralyzed. On the other hand, it can cover itself in poison and kill almost anyone. The most important thing is that it has an insane recovery rate, so not even Gear 5 seems to be able to hurt it. Summary and highlights. In One Piece chapter 1110, the Gorosei's exciting yokai changes blew fans away and showed off their amazing fighting skills. The Sand Wyrm form of Saint Shepherd Jupiter, the Bakotsu powers of Saint V, Nusjuro, and other Gorosei transformations astounded the fans. Gorosei that are too strong for their enemies, like Saint Topman Warcury with Houki yokai powers and Saint Marcus Mars with Itsumade powers, are ready to fight. And there you have it, folks. One Piece chapter 1110 delivers an electrifying showcase of the Gorosei's yokai powers, setting the stage for an epic clash of titans. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling One Piece content. Until next time, may the Grand Line adventures continue to captivate us all. Thank you very much for visiting the Nusjuro Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our review analysis. Don't forget to subscribe to continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, questions, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again. See you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments the group is in a winter scene, and the next they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat. And people don't use phones to talk to each other instead. They use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Gold D. Roger is telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Gold D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.